terminals in the BJT: base, collector, and emitter, right? Base, collector, and emitter. So here you have to consider base as an input, collector as a output, emitter is ground. Here base to emitter they are connected one resistance, that is input resistance here, because it's a current flowing path, that is forward bias here. After that it take collector to emitter. So in between collector and emitter they are connected current source, because we need to find out the IC by using the transconduction method here. So IC is equal to now GM into VB. Okay. After that come to base to collector here. So is there any connection here? Base to collector, Chandana GP. Chandana? Chandana GP. She is absent. Huh? See, base to collector is open circuit here. Why? Because it's a reverse bias. Okay, that's why they made open circuit here. Okay, wherever forward bias is there, you have to connect the element like resistor or current source here. So when it is in open circuit here, you have to make it reverse bias. So this one is the base to collector is open circuit because it's a reverse bias here. Understood? Next you take so all of you understood this one. This is the small signal model here. Okay. Next you take second figure here. Here second figure they have taken simplification. Okay, simplification of the first diagram here. Okay. In second figure it shows the current controlled current. Okay. First figure indicates what here? Voltage controlled current source here. Okay. Second one is current controlled current source. Why? Because here they have taken beta equation. Now, first figure they have taken GM equation. Okay, GM is what here? IC divided by VBE. For second figure they have taken beta equation. Beta is equal to what here? IC divided by IB. IC you take it outside here. What will you get here? Beta into IB. Okay, that indicates what here? The BJT it acts as a now current controlled current source. Okay, the first one is what here? Voltage controlled current source here. Second one is current controlled current source here. That is the difference here. For the second one, they have taken beta equation. The first one, they have taken GM equation. So next you take third one. So here you take now same equation from the first one here. The extra they have connected R naught here. Okay, for the collector to emitter, they have connected one more resistance here that is in parallel with the current source. Okay, what is the purpose of connecting current source to the R naught here? So this R naught it acts as a now internal output resistance. Okay, internal output resistance, because the collector to emitter there is a path here. Okay, there is a path for the transconduction. Okay, for the transconduction we want to take the resistance. Okay, we know the VC, right? VC means what here? Voltage to voltage between the collector and emitter. Okay, current means IC, resistance means that is R naught here. Okay, we want to take R naught, that is small R naught. Okay, this one is a small R naught here. Okay, it acts as a now internal output resistance. Okay, not external output resistance here. It's a internal output resistance. Same thing you can do it for the current controlled current source. Understood? So R naught means we can write the equation like VA divided by IC. Okay, you take now this equation. Okay, R naught is equal to what here? It's a internal output resistance for the collector to emitter. What is the equation here? VA divided by IC. Understood? VA divided by IC. Here VA means what here? VA means what? Bhumika. VA stand for what here? We know the R naught, right? Is it?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of R naught?
Internal resistance of
Internal output resistance, right?
Yes, sir.
Output. So R pi is what here? Internal input resistance. That is the difference between R naught and R pi. But when you come for the R naught here, we want to take VA divided by IC. IC means what?
collector current.
Okay. VA stand for what here? Early voltage. Okay. Remember this one here. So VA is what here? Early voltage means we want to apply the input voltage from negative voltage to positive voltage for the BJT. Okay, because we want to apply the AC signal, right? So AC means we want to take negative cycle and positive cycle. Understood? So for that we want to take the early voltage. Okay. For the BJT simulation, we want to start the voltage from negative to positive. Okay. Based on that, we want to calculate the voltage from collector to emitter terminal. That is VA voltage. Okay. Or you can call it as early voltage. Both are same here. Next to take equation for the R0 here. This is the R0. Here the taken R0 output resistance. Okay, that is V0 divided by VB. And this one is the voltage gain equation. Okay, output voltage gain equation here. So V0 is output voltage, VB is input voltage here. That is a gain equation, output by input. That should be equal to what here? Resistance. Okay. So V is directly proportional to resistance here and transconduction. So for that you take now minus GM into RC, that should be parallel with the R0. Okay, RC that should be parallel with the R0 means it's a total output resistance. Okay, means here RC is what here collector resistance, R0 is what here internal output resistance. Means we are going to take the two resistance total output resistance. Okay, these two resistance they are connected in parallel form. Okay, they are connected in parallel form. Here they are not connected RC here, but if it is an RC here, we want to take the parallel connection. Understood? So the voltage gain is directly proportional to transconduction and total output resistance. Okay, collector resistance and internal output resistance. Multiply by the negative side. Okay. Can anyone tell me why the connected negative sign here? Rakesh. 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 Yes. Why the connected negative sign here? For the minus.
It is a reverse bias.
Huh?
Reverse bias.
Reverse bias.
Because it is a reverse bias.
Not reverse bias. Here BJT it acts as a inverting amplifier. Remember this. So wherever negative sign is there for the gain equation, okay, either you take voltage gain or current gain here, okay, it indicates what here? It's a inverting amplifier. Okay. Remember this. Next, move on to the next topic here. See here. So almost we completed half of the first model here. In first model, in the first part, we discussed about BJT biasing, right? After that, we discussed about small signal operation and models. Next, we move on to the MOSFET biasing. Okay. So MOSFET biasing is different, BJT biasing different. Okay. So after studying biasing in the MOSFET, we can go for the small signal operation and modeling. Understood? So you take now MOSFET here. So MOSFET stand for what here? Chetan MS.
Yes, sir.
Have you studied the MOSFET?
Yes, sir.
Third semester.
Sir.
What is the full form of MOSFET? What is the full form of MOSFET? Don't know.
Yes.
Arshita. Arshita.
Yes, sir.
What is the full form of MOSFET? Hmm? Navya.
MOS transistor.
Hmm? Yes, tell me, Harshita.
MOS transistor.
Mm-hmm. Navya.
Metal oxide semiconductor and field effect. Transistor.
Metal oxide semiconductor field effective transistor. That is the full
Field
form
effect
of MOSFET,
transistor.
is it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So here the taken full form of the MOSFET. Okay, remember this one. Metal oxide semiconductor field effective transistor. Okay, means we are using three types here in FET. The first one is metal. Okay, second one is oxide, and third one is semiconductor. Okay, semiconductor means it's a PN junction. Okay, it's a PN junction. Oxide means what here? It's actually a insulator. Okay, metal means what here? It's a good conductor. Okay, here they are taken three types. Okay, all three types they're going to join one by one, like semiconductor, oxide, and metal. So you take now MOSFET. Okay, in MOSFET, what are the three different terminals? What are the three terminals in MOSFET? Can anyone tell?
Source, gate, drain.
Source, gate, drain.
Gate,
Okay.
drain.
So here they have taken three terminals for the MOSFET here. Okay. So gate, source, drain here. So this one is the MOSFET symbol. Okay, this one is NMOS. Okay. So gate is input. Okay, gate is input, source is input, and drain is output. Okay, out of three, there are two inputs and one output. Remember this one, drain is output. Okay, gate is input, source is input. But when you come for the analysis in biasing here, we want to take the three currents and three voltages. Okay, three current and three voltages. What are the three currents here? You take now gate current, drain current, and source current. So gate current is input current, and drain current is output current, and source current is input current. Same thing, you take three voltages in MOSFET. Okay, voltage across the gate to source is input, voltage across the gate to drain is input, then voltage across the drain to source is output. These are the three voltages and three currents here. Okay, first you take what are three types of biasing here? First one, biasing is fixing VGS. Okay, the first method is biasing is fixing VGS, fixing VG, and drain to gate feedback resistor. There are three types in MOSFET for the biasing here. First one is fixing VGS. Fixing VGS means the input gate to source is fixed. Okay, voltage is fixed here. After that, second one, okay, only gate voltage is fixed. Okay, not source here. Only the taken gate voltage for the second one. Third one, you take drain to gate feedback resistor. Okay, you take now first one. Okay, for the first one, you take this diagram here. Here we want to fix the VGS. Okay, for fixing VGS here you have to take two resistance for the gate side. Okay, for the making the biasing of the MOSFET. Okay, that is first type is what here we want to take the two resistance. Okay, two resistance, that is RG1 and RG2. You take two resistance, RG1 and RG2. Okay, so these two resistance, they are connected in series or parallel here. Sridevi. Sridevi.
Yes, sir.
These resistance, they are connected in series or parallel here, RG1 and RG2.
Series, sir.
This is not series here, check it. Check it here. Whether it is connected in parallel or series.
Parallel, sir.
Why it is parallel? Why it is parallel here? There are three terminals, right? Gate, RG1, RG2. All three terminals are meeting at a point here. Okay, so it acts as a parallel. Suppose if it is a 2 here, that is series. Okay, like that you have to consider. There are
Yes,
three
sir.
terminals here, gate, RG1, RG2. So it's a parallel here.
Yes.
So what is the use of connecting two resistance? What is the use of connecting two resistors for the gate? Why they have connected two resistors here, RG1 and RG2? The main thing is we want to fix the VGS. Okay, VGS means what here? Gate to source. Okay, this is the gate to source part here. Okay, for making a constant VGS here, we want to connect two resistance. Okay, that is in parallel. Okay, RG1 and RG2. Understood? Next, source is connected to ground here. Okay, when source is connected to ground here, it's actually which configuration here? Mega MK.
Sir.
When source is connected to ground here, okay, so what you call that one? Which configuration source is connected to ground?
Parallel configuration.
The common source configuration, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
When source is connected to ground here, that is common source configuration. When gate is connected to ground, which configuration? When gate is ground, what you call that one? Mega.
Yes.
When gate is connected to ground here, what you call that one? When source is connected to ground, what you call?
Common source configuration.
Suppose when gate is connected to ground, common gate configuration, right? Common gate
Configuration.
Suppose when drain is connected to ground, what you call? Suppose drain is connected to ground, what you call that? Common drain, right?
Oh.
Yes or no?
Okay.
When source is connected to ground, that is common source. Okay, when gate is connected to ground, that is common gate. When drain is connected to ground, that is common drain.
Common drain.
So here, when source is connected to ground here, so it can call it as a common source configuration. In common source configuration here, we are making a constant VGS and the constant input voltage. Okay. From that, we can make the output here. Okay, we can make the output. Okay. See here, For the drain side, they have connected RD. Okay, drain resistance. This one is the load resistance, means output resistance. Then RD is connected where here VDD. Okay, so RD is connected to VDD here. Then RG1 is connected to VDD. Understood? Here you see the graph here. Okay, see the graph here. For the x-axis, they have taken VGS. Okay, for the x-axis, they have taken VGS. For the y-axis, they have taken drain current. The main thing is they have taken constant voltage by choosing the RG1 and RG2 resistance value. Okay, so for that we can make output current here. Okay, we can make the output current here, that is ID1 and ID2. Okay, here they have taken two different drain current by using the two different drain resistance here. Okay, they have taken two resistance here. One is higher resistance, one is lower resistance. Okay, suppose if you take a lower resistance here, you get a maximum current here. Okay, that is divided. Suppose if you take a higher resistance here, we'll get a lower current. Okay, when resistance is more, current is less. Understood? Here they've taken lesser resistance, you'll get a more current here. Here they've taken higher resistance, so for that you'll get a lower current. Okay, only we can change the resistance value. Okay, by keeping the constant VGS. Understood? That is the one kind of biasing here. Understood? This is the first type of biasing. Okay, in first type of biasing, we can make the constant VGS by choosing the RG1 resistance, RG2 resistance, and also we can make the two different output current by choosing the two different output resistance here. That is drain resistance. Okay, that is the one kind of biasing. Next, you take second one. What is second one here? Biasing by fixing VG. Okay, connecting a resistance in the source. Okay, connecting resistance in the source here. So this one second kind of biasing. Okay, this one is what here? Second kind of biasing. So what happens here? We want to take the constant VG. Okay, we want to take the constant gate voltage. Okay, we want to take the constant gate voltage by using the what here? Source resistance. Okay, for the source side, they have connected RS. Okay, we are not using any kind of drain here. Okay, we are not using any kind of drain resistance or gate resistance here. Only we are using resistance for the source terminal. Okay, in previous biasing, we have taken resistance for the gate and drain, right? For the second one, there is no resistance for the drain and gate. Only they have connected resistance for the source terminal, that is RS. Okay, if you connect RS for the source here, we can make the constant VC. Okay, see here, you take this graph here, analyze this one here. You take this graph here. For the x-axis, they have taken gate voltage. For the y-axis, they have taken drain current. Okay, here gate voltage is fixed. Either you take 5 voltage or 10 voltage here. Okay, gate voltage is fixed here. From that, we can measure the drain current. Okay, by using the drain. Here they have taken two types of drain current here. Okay, drain current 1 and drain current 2. Understood? Here we want to draw the load line here. Okay, we want to draw the load line. This is the load line here. Okay, so load line indicates what here? It's a slope. Okay, it's the slope for the drain current. Okay, drain current is directly proportional to now minus 1 by RS. Okay, ID is what here? It is inversely proportional to source resistance here. Okay, ID is now, you can write the equation here. ID is equal to now 1 divided by minus 1 divided by RS. Okay, 1 divided by RS. So drain current is means output current is directly proportional to source resistance because the VG is constant here. Okay, either you take 5 voltage or 6 voltage here. Okay, for that or the output current, it depends on the source because the drain current is now same to the source current. ID is equal to IS. You can write down. Drain current is equal to source current because same current is flowing here. Okay, ID is equal to IS. Because there is a GM here, there is a transconduction from the drain to source here. GM. Okay, GM. What is GM equation here for the MOSFET? ID divided by VGS. Okay. So here there is a gain margin here. For that we can write the drain current equation is equal to source current by using the constant VG. Okay. Means we have to apply the minimum DC voltage here. Okay. Either you take 5 voltage or 10 voltage here. Suppose if I apply positive voltage here, okay, ID is equal to IS. Okay, this ID is directly proportional to what here? Source resistance. Inversely proportional to source resistance. Understood? This is the second type of biasing here. Okay, this one is what here? Second kind of biasing. So next you take this one. Third one. Okay, this one, third figure you take here. After that, you take fourth here. Next, you take fifth one. Okay, actually there are 3 circuits here. Okay, first one is what here? Voltage divider bias. Okay, this one is the one more biasing here. Okay, one more biasing. Understood? That is voltage divider bias. Okay, by using the MOSFET. Second one. Okay, this one is second one here. The name of the second one is common source. Okay, common source amplifier. Okay, this same voltage divider they have taken here. Additionally, they are giving AC supply for the gate side. Okay, next you take common gate configuration. Okay, this one is what here? Common gate configuration. Understood? Common gate means what here? Gate is connected to ground here. Understood? See here, first to take now. Voltage divider bias here. Okay, you take first one here. So this one is the voltage divider bias. Voltage divider bias means we want to take the 2 resistance that is in parallel for the gate here. After that, you connect one resistance for the drain side and one more resistance for the source here. Okay. So this one is the now inverting amplifier. Okay, what you call this one here? Inverting amplifier. For the inverting amplifier, they were connected only DC supply, that is VDD. Okay, here they connected only one supply for the RG1 and RD, that is DC supply. Here there is no AC. For connecting AC here, we want to take the one capacitor here. Come for the second figure here. Okay, for the second figure, they are applying the AC voltage for the voltage divider circuit. Understood? So you take capacitor, the capacitor is connected to AC supply by using the input resistance or signal resistance. Okay, or you can call it the limiting resistance. So we are using the resistance in order to control the AC supply. Okay, we are applying AC supply to the gate terminal. Okay, so capacitor for charging and discharging for the AC voltage. When there is a positive voltage, the capacitor its acts as charging. When there is a negative voltage, the capacitor its acts as a discharging. Okay, that's why they are connected coupling capacitor here. Okay, coupling capacitor means we want to join input source to the gate here. Okay, that is AC. When there is a positive, it acts as charging. When there is a negative, it acts as a discharging. Understood? But we want to connect the one input resistance. Okay, we want to connect the one input resistance in order to control the AC supply. That is limiting resistance, or you can call it the signal resistance. Understood? After that, you come for the last one here. That is common gate configuration. Okay, common gate configuration. Common gate means here the neglected RG1 and RG2, CC1 and R signal AC supply. Okay, all 3 terminals are they have neglected here. They have taken only one resistance for the gate here. After that, it is going to be a ground here. Okay, instead of giving 2 resistance for the gate side like RG1 and RG2 here, the given single resistance. Okay, that is Rg. So after giving Rg here, it is connected to ground. Okay, so when resistance is ground here, it gives the infinite resistance. Okay, when resistance is connected to ground here, it gives the infinite resistance, but current is 0. Okay, current is 0, but infinite resistance. Okay, that is the difference between the common gate and voltage divider circuit here. The remaining terms are same here. RD is connected to drain, RS is connected to source here. Here RS is connected to negative supply. Okay, negative VSS. And then RD is connected to positive supply, that is VDD. Okay, VSS means source to source voltage, VDD means drain to drain voltage. For the source side, they are given negative voltage, drain side, they are given positive voltage. That is both are DC. Okay, here there is no AC here. For the common gate configuration, we are not using any AC here. Only that icon DC. Okay, for the VDD and VSS. Understood? Then gate is connected to ground. If you connected gate is ground here, you'll get an infinite resistance and current is almost 0. Okay, this is the one kind of biasing for the common gate amplifier. Understood? So is there any doubts here? Is there doubts? You can ask me now, or you can send me the WhatsApp message. Understood? So what we discussed here today, fixing VGS and fixing VG, right? Today we discussed two topics here, fixing VGS and fixing VG. For the next class, we'll go with the problem. I think there is one problem here. Okay, we'll discuss the problem for the voltage divider bias. After that, we'll go for the third biasing using MOSFET. Understood? So I will stop here. We can leave the meeting now. If it is any doubts here, you can send me the WhatsApp message.